Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
The month of August progressed.
This is Network News for Monday, December the 29th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, stricter EU rules threaten Grenada's visa-free access over citizenship schemes. Child Protection Authority sounds alarm over rising trauma-linked challenges among children. Authorities await final classification in death of former Senator Neilon Franklin. While in regional news, Venezuelans in Colombia on edge as U.S. steps up pressure on Maduro. While internationally, China stages major military drills near Taiwan amid tensions over U.S. arms deal. And coming up in sports, commentator Ian Bishop says Sammy's coaching future tied to West Indies T20 World Cup performance. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The opposition leader has questioned the government's management of Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program. Her concerns come as Grenada and other Eastern Caribbean countries face pressure from the European Union over CBI security concerns. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
Leader of Her Majesty's Opposition, Emmeline Pear, says the government's Citizenship by Investment program needs a reset. In a recent episode, as a troubling statistic and underscored the government's reliance on the program as a cause for concern.
You're focusing on quantity, right? So right now, the government would have sold in excess of 11,000 passports within 2 years. So it would be more now because we're past 3 years. 11,000 passports. And this figure happens to be greater than what the NNP would have did in the entire life of the program. The question, and the critical question, is, what is there to show for 11,000 passports?
Pear commended the proposed increased oversight through the Eastern Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Regulatory Authority, which will be headquartered in Grenada. However, she stressed the need for increased due diligence and more prudent use of the CBI program's earnings.
Programs like these that are so volatile, when you have programs like this where other stakeholders can impact the very survival of these programs, you got to be doing 2 things. You got to be safeguarding the program. You have to safeguard the program. So you have to increase your due diligence, for example. And I want to commend the government for signing on to the regional efforts as it relates to increasing due diligence. But that's not just it. There's a looseness, I believe, with the CBI resources. And when I say a looseness, let me qualify that. I'm speaking about what are we using these resources for. And I worry that down the road, someone is going to say, if we had known, we should have used it for something else. And I believe that there needs to be a reset, a sit back to say, hey, let us now identify priorities.
Meanwhile, 5 Eastern Caribbean countries, including Grenada, are facing pressures from the European Union over their CBI programs. In a report dated December 19th, the EU stated that the mere operation of these programs is grounds for suspension of visa-free status, citing concerns about the high volume of applicants, short processing times, and low rejection rates. The EU is urging Grenada and its neighbors to tighten their procedures pending the discontinuation of the schemes altogether. Pear's comments and the EU's report come as Grenada awaits a new Citizenship by Investment Act in 2026. GBN was unsuccessful in its attempts to obtain a comment from the Investment Migration Agency. Reporting for GBN News, I am Deidre Seeley.
Jordan, Andorra, and Cape Verde are among the countries with which Grenada established diplomatic relations in 2025. This, according to Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andal. Addressing Parliament during the 2026 budget debate, Andal outlined the nation's efforts to expand its diplomatic footprint, emphasizing the benefits of engaging new partners on the world stage.
Our honor consuls are delivering by putting us into contact with high net worth individuals, with companies that are willing and ready to invest in and to do business with Grenada. And so we are going to continue pushing along that line because it is extremely expensive to set up full-blown diplomatic missions around the world.
In addition to formal ties, Grenada appointed honorary consuls in Barbados, Uganda, Vietnam, and Guyana during 2025. Andal noted that these consuls have connected Grenada with high-value individuals and opened new avenues for cooperation. He explained that appointing honorary consuls is a cost-effective alternative to establishing full diplomatic missions.
Partnerships, Mr. Speaker, will put us in a position to engage in greater South-South cooperation. And I just mentioned 2 examples of that. The MOUs for the provision of nurses and doctors signed between Grenada and the republics of Ghana and Nigeria, respectively.
Since the Deacon Mitchell administration took office in June 2022, Grenada has signed diplomatic agreements with 10 UN member states, namely Bahrain, Kenya, Ireland, Benin, Ghana, the Philippines, Jordan, the Gambia, Andorra, and Cape Verde. As of 2025, Grenada has established relations with 137 United Nations member countries. Amidst its ongoing commitment to continue playing a critical role in caring for the island's elderly population, the Top Hill Senior Citizens Home in Carriacou is facing increasing demand and recent storm damage, which present new challenges for the facility. Here's more in this Christina John report.
The only residential care facility for senior citizens in Carriacou. Over the years, it has become a permanent home for many elderly residents, particularly those whose relatives have migrated overseas, leaving them without adequate care at their private residences. As the years progressed, the number of residents has steadily increased, creating challenges related to space and accommodation.
One of the problems that we're having, our biggest problem, is rooms. The rooms. So we will be on a drive next year to see how we can get funding to add some rooms. The list of people who want to come to the home is very long, but we do not have accommodation. But our aim is to add some rooms or to build another facility.
Chairman of the Board of Directors of the home, Dwight Logan, says the facility is now exploring several options to better meet the growing needs of its residents. In addition to space concerns, the home also sustained damage during the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Logan explained to GBN News that the damage affected the outer perimeter of the facility, and the corporate entity has already offered to help with repairs.
We already have sponsorship in terms of the security of the home. After Beryl destroyed the fence and the gate and so on. So we know they already pledged that they will repair the fence and the gate. So this will be done early 2026. in terms, when everything else is going good, we could always get better. As we say, to make the best better. Although we have one of the better homes in the state, we want to make it the best home in the world.
Despite the challenges, Logan says support from the families of residents has remained strong. Looking ahead, the chairman is optimistic about the future of the facility.
No. Family usually reach out. And most of the residents, whether their family is overseas, though. So they usually call, they usually reach out, the matron will reach out. So we have a problem with that. And what is needed, because there's certain things that the family would have to provide, and they usually do.
With continued collaboration from community members, partners, and government representatives, the Top Hill Senior Citizens Home is hoping to expand and improve its service, ensuring better care for Carriacou's elderly population in 2026 and beyond. Christina John, GBN News.
The Child Protection Authority is intensifying efforts to raise public awareness about the growing mental and emotional struggles facing young children nationwide. Shania McIntosh tells us more.
The Child Protection Authority is confirming a noticeable rise in concerning emotional distress and behavioral challenges among children, which officials say are closely linked to unresolved trauma. Counselor at the Child Protection Authority, Crystal Crow, explained that many behavioral issues observed in children stem from traumatic experiences, including physical and sexual abuse. She noted that children often lack the emotional capacity and coping skills to properly process such experiences. Many of the trauma children face are not dealt with in a healthy way because they simply do not have the tools to understand or manage what they are experiencing, Crow explained, adding that this often manifests through behavioral challenges. Crow further highlighted that trauma can have long-lasting effects on a child's overall development. According to her, a child who experienced trauma may struggle with feelings of safety, having difficulty trusting others, and face challenges with emotional development.
Because sometimes the trauma that they experience would have been done by someone they trust. So it affects the brain response to stress and emotional regulation. And as I would have mentioned before, a lot of the times when you see children experience trauma, they respond with behavioral issues. So you might be in a school or in a community and you might see a child acting a certain way that's beyond norm. And most of the times it would have been because they would have experienced some sort of trauma that they're not able to effectively process. So them not being able to effectively process their trauma or even being able to receive the services that can help them do that, you might realize they turn into adults, and those trauma experiences that have not been processed now affects them as an individual.
The Child Protection Authority is urging parents, guardians, educators, and community members to remain attentive to changes in children's behavior and to seek early intervention when concerns arise. Officials emphasize that creating safe, supportive environments and ensuring access to counseling and professional support are critical in protecting the mental and emotional well-being of children. The Child Protection Authority notes too that child protection remains a shared community responsibility. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Coming up in network news, authorities await final classification in death of former Senator Nealon Franklin. Stay with us.
This Christmas, let your season sparkle, twinkle, glitter, shimmer, and glow. At Ariza Credit Union, our special holiday loans are designed to make your Christmas bright. Choose the loan that suits you best. You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today, and together we will make it a Cherry Christmas.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following up, trailing up, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch you. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49 or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Running a small business can be hard. The early mornings, the long hours, the constant hustle to make every sale count. But these days, more customers carry cards, not cash. And that often means a missed sale. Not anymore. With the tap-to-phone service from Co-op Bank, you can have an easy, secure way to accept payments using only your smartphone. No terminals, no cables, no setup fees, just your phone. Now every entrepreneur, barbers, vendors, taxi operators, creatives and more can accept card payments instantly, fast, simple and backed by Visa's trusted global network. Sign up for Tap to Phone today because doing business just got easier.
Christmas is here. Let's make it a magical time for everyone. Show your kids how to celebrate responsibly. Make smart choices about alcohol and ensure a safe holiday for all. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Welcome to Caribou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Police investigators are still working to determine the circumstances surrounding the death of former opposition Senator Neilon Franklin, with authorities stressing the complexity and sensitivity of the ongoing inquiry. We get this update from Christina John.
Police investigation into the death of former opposition Senator Neilon Franklin remain active, with authorities yet to determine whether the case will be classified as a homicide, suicide, or accidental death. Assistant Commissioner of Police Vannie Cohen provided an update during the end-of-year police press conference last Wednesday. He described the matter as very complex and said the RGPF is receiving assistance from both local and regional laboratories. Cohen disclosed that the Director of Public Prosecution, the DPP, Christopher Nelson, is leading and directing the investigation.
On Neilon's matter, I do not want to speak specific to Neilon's matter, except to say that this matter is still under investigation. It's a matter that we've been assisted with both locally and regionally in terms of some of the labs that we have been working with. It's a very complex matter. That's all I'll say on it. At some point, we will be able to provide some final decision when all of the results are in. It is still being investigated. I have seen a number of media articles accumulating, if you will, the results of our investigation. I do not want to say that it is untrue. I don't know where this information is coming from. But from the RGPF, I can tell you this matter is wide open. It is still being investigated. A number of work are currently being done, both here at home and, as I say, through regional labs and elsewhere. Our Director of Public Prosecution is leading that investigation, is directing that investigation. And at some point, when he feels comfortable that he has all that he needs, he will address the nation, putting that information out.
He emphasized that there is no secrecy surrounding the case, but rather a need for professionalism while inquiries continue. He added that a final determination will only be made once all test results and investigative findings are complete. According to Kerwin, police are refraining from commenting further to ensure any public statements are supported by verified evidence.
There is no secrecy about this matter. It's just professionalism. It is not proper for us to be speaking about a matter that is currently being investigated, that all of the tributaries that you're hearing about. We want to ensure that when we speak with definitive answers, with the data, the results, the testing, the lab, the investigation to back what we're saying. So it's prematurely to speak about it. Now, there is an aspect of the question that you asked, whether it is being treated as a homicide. At this point, Mr. Rika, we have not categorized this incident to be homicide, suicide, or accidental. That investigation, as I indicated, is continuous. It's ongoing. When those investigations are complete, we will be able to make a classification and we will inform the nation accordingly. At this point, we do not have a classification of this incident.
Franklin died at the General Hospital in August after collapsing at his home following a night of socializing.
In one of its most significant public safety milestones in recent years, Grenada has recorded a dramatic decrease in homicides for 2025, underscoring the impact of modern policing strategies. Shania McIntosh reports.
The Royal Grenada Police Force has recorded a significant 62.5% reduction in homicide cases this year, marking one of the lowest figures in recent history. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Vannie Cohen, attributes the sharp decline to a more strategic, data-driven approach to crime fighting. According to Cohen, the police force relied heavily on data collection and analysis to identify crime patterns, high-risk hotspots, and prolific offenders, allowing officers to intervene more effectively. He explained that this intelligent-led policing strategy, combined with strong human intelligence and the use of modern technology, played a critical role in solving crimes and preventing further violence. Cohen stated that in 2025, Grenada recorded a total of 10 homicide cases, all of which he said have been solved.
We have seen a contraction in various categories of crime, and we have seen increased solvability in all matters reported to us. Our efforts in 2025 have seen a 62.5% reduction in homicide cases and significant contractions in other categories of crimes, which I'm going to come to a little later. Our policing effort in 2025 was led by intelligence. Our policing strategy was led by intelligence-led policing, which reduced crime by shifting from reactive to proactive policing. We have moved away from the way we solved crime in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s to a whole new disposition in 2025.
The Assistant Commissioner noted that Grenada remains fortunate when compared to some neighboring islands to the north, which have recorded more than 60 homicide cases this year. He emphasized that the results reflects the dedication of officers across the force, as well as cooperation from the public. He reaffirmed that the Royal Grenada Police Force commitment to maintaining public safety and reducing serious crimes even further. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the Royal Grenada Police Force has unveiled a sweeping modernization drive, announcing major technological upgrades designed to enhance surveillance, accelerate response times, and fortify national security as the year draws to a close. Christina John has the details.
The Royal Grenada Police Force has announced a major upgrade to its security system, including the acquisition of several drones as part of a wider effort to modernize policing across the country. The disclosure was made during the RGPF's end-of-year press conference, where Commissioner of Police and senior officers highlighted the importance of technology in enhancing public safety.
Significant investment was placed in capacity building, developing the competencies of specialized areas of specialized skills that was critically lacking. This came about obviously through a gap analysis. We had to do an in-depth study as to where we were as an organization and where we needed to be. So significant investment went into technology also. Capacity building technology actually worked hand in hand, and now we have a fully operational digital forensic unit, and we will continue to build out as the technology advances. Our drone unit, which stood with just a mere one drone a couple of years ago, now we have a full suite of drones, qualified drone pilots, and we are actually in training mode where an additional set of pilots are being trained as we speak. So this is progressing, and progress will continue.
According to the RGPF, the newly acquired drones will be used to support surveillance operations. Officials say the technology will allow for faster response times and improve situational awareness, particularly in hard-to-reach areas. In addition to the drones, the RGPF revealed that other security features have been upgraded. These include improvements to communication systems, enhanced monitoring capabilities, and investment in modern equipment designed to support frontline officers in their day-to-day duties. Assistant Commissioner of Police Vanny Cohen explained.
Key lessons from this year that will influence our future policing operation involve adapting to a more digital world. Crimes are more digitally committed as opposed to years gone by. And we have been able to match the digitization of what is happening not only in Grenada but in the world. Commissioner delved a little bit into some departments. We have been able to build out a digital forensic unit. We have the capacity now to go far, deep, and wide into every electronic gadget that is used to commit crime. We will find you, and if you delete it, we will be able to find it again.
Police officials noted that the upgrades form part of a broader strategy to adapt to evolving security challenges and to better address crimes using intelligence-led policing. The RGPF also emphasized its commitment to training officers to effectively operate the new technology, ensuring that the investment delivers maximum benefits to both the force and the wider public. The RGPF says these enhancements place the force in a stronger position to protect lives and property, while continuing to build public trust and confidence in law enforcement. The police force says further improvements to its technological capacity are expected in the coming year as part of ongoing modernization efforts. Christina John, GBN News.
Now, a rare corn stalk yields 3 ears. It's time for your GBN ISAW.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clearvision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clearvision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clearvision Eye Center.
Clearvision Eye Center.
Clearvision Eye Center.
In this segment of GBN ISAW, we spotlight the remarkable moments that often go unnoticed in our everyday surroundings. One viewer's recent discovery serves as a testament to the small wonders that enrich daily life here in Grenada. Our ISAW reporter said that for the first time, they encountered a corn stalk bearing 3 ears of corn on a single stem. A rare sight indeed, reminding us that there's always something new to discover even in the most familiar places. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISOR.
After the break, Grenada's EC $1.96 billion 2026 budget approved. It takes effect January 1st. We'll have all the details for you after the break.
It's the happiest time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you Nexa is here. It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Dreams come alive with Nexa Credit Union's Happier Holiday Loan. Get up to $50,000 for gifts, home makeovers, travel, and more. With easy payments, affordable rates, and quick approvals. This year is happier with mystery wrap giveaways online, Santa's Happier Holiday surprises in branches, and one lucky person will win the grand prize. A day pass for 3 at Sandals. And Nexa will donate up to $5,000 to a school of your choice. Visit our social media to vote as we make more than wishes come true.
It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every draw, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big, and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following up, trailing up, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch you. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49 or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Grenada's 2026 budget, formerly known as the Estimates of Revenue and Expenditure, has cleared all legal hurdles and will come into effect on January 1st. The announcement was made in the December 19, 2025 edition of the Government Gazette, confirming that both the Appropriation 2026 Act 2025 and the 2026 Budget Loan Authorization Act 2025 have cleared assent from Governor General Her Excellency Dame Stasia Grenade. This assent marks the final stage in the approval process for the country's largest ever budget, totaling EC $1.96 billion. It represents an increase of just over EC $47 million compared to the 2025 estimates approved earlier this year. The budget, which was introduced to the lower house of Parliament on December the 1st, was subsequently debated in both the lower and upper houses. Ariza Credit Union has commenced the process of sharing its customers' credit information with the Regional Credit Bureau, becoming the second financial institution in Grenada to officially inform members of this change. The data collected from credit information provided will help establish credit scores and determine credit worthiness for customers seeking loans, mortgages, hire purchases, or even utility connections such as water, electricity, and telecommunications. The Credit Reporting Act, passed by Parliament in 2017 and in effect since November of that year, designates credit unions and other financial institutions as primary credit information providers. In a notice posted to its Facebook page on December 22nd, Ariza Credit Union announced, quote, effective the 2nd of December 2025, Ariza Credit Union will provide credit information to licensed credit bureaus as permitted under the Credit Reporting Act 2017. Grenada Cooperative Bank became the first to implement this requirement, forwarding customer credit information to the licensed regional bureau as of December 2nd, 2024. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is the only body authorized to license credit bureaus within the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Currently, Every Data ECCU Limited is the sole licensed credit reporting agency serving Grenada and the wider ECCU region. Stay with us. When we return, we'll have sports and international news.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Wow, girl, some cool air finally.
I know, right? I just installed the air conditioning. I'm glad you're here. Look at my Grenlec bill from this month. Tell me what's different.
Well, the bill analysis is showing that the number of units you used went down each month. Congrats on that.
But look at the total charges line. It's like I'm paying more for less.
Pay special attention to the fuel charge and adjustment. As you can see, the fuel cost was higher during those months.
So when Grenlec has to pay more for fuel, I get the charges?
Well, yes. I mean, when your suppliers charge more for the flowers and fruits out of season, don't you have to charge your clients more too?
Well, that is true.
But look at the last couple of bills. The fuel charge dropped and the adjustment was a credit. So you actually paid less per kilowatt hour or unit.
And I was really happy about that too. I get it. No matter what the fuel charge and fuel adjustment charge are, once I am managing my usage, I'm on the right path.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Good evening, sports fans. Cricket anxiety is at a fever pitch and continues to rise in the Virgin Parish as plans are well underway for the 2026 Prime Minister's Cup SDCL T20 cricket tournament. The highly anticipated and action-packed tournament is scheduled to begin on Saturday, January the 10th at the Las Vegas playing field in St. David. 10 teams will participate in the tournament. Hosted by the St. David's Cricket League, or SDCL, the tournament brings together community teams from across southern and central regions for high-stakes T20 competition. An exciting prize pool is up for grabs, with the champions set to receive $10,000, followed by $5,000 for second place and $3,000 for third. The annual competition, a cornerstone event in the parish, is more than just local bragging rights. It's a high-stakes pursuit of a substantial cash prize and community glory. West Indies cricket legend Darren Sammy, who took charge as all-format head coach in April, faces mounting pressure as the regional side prepares for the 2026 T20 World Cup in Sri Lanka and India. Renowned commentator Ian Bishop believes that Sammy's future in the role may hinge on the team's performance at the marquee tournament. Since his appointment, Sammy has celebrated a landmark ODI series win over Pakistan and a T20 international sweep against Bangladesh. But his record is marred by series defeats against Australia, India, Bangladesh, and New Zealand across all formats. Bishop, speaking on iSports I-95.5 FM, acknowledged the challenges Sammy has faced, describing the results as not going to be pleasing. Bishop noted the significance of the T20 World Cup, highlighting the squad's batting potential and suggesting that the next few months will be decisive in evaluating Sammy's leadership. The Caribbean side's performance on the world stage is expected to weigh heavily in determining whether Sammy remains at the helm. Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, and Jason Holder delivered standout performances as the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders clinched a 32-run victory over the Gulf Giants, securing a spot in the International League T20 playoffs. Abu Dhabi Knight Riders advanced to the ILT20 playoffs after a dominant showing from their West Indies contingent. Sent into bat, the Knight Riders posted a formidable 179 for one, led by Michael Peppers, 83, and Phil Salt's unbeaten 72, and a commanding 131-run opening stand. Needing a win to progress, Knight Riders captain Jason Holder struck early, dismissing both Gulf Giants openers. Russell and Narayan then ran through the middle and lower order, restricting the Giants to 147 for 9. Russell finished with 3 for 13, Narayan 2 for 14, and Holder 2 for 24. The victory secures the Knight Riders a playoff berth where they'll face the Dubai Capitals in the Eliminator on January the 1st. And that's what's been happening in sports. And now for a look at what's been happening in the region and the wider globe. Rising U.S. military actions against Venezuela are stoking anxiety among millions of Venezuelans living in Colombia who fear the situation could spiral out of control. Al Jazeera's Alessandro Rampieri reports from Bogota, Colombia.
The smell of Venezuelan corn cakes fills the air at the San Roque Food Park in Bogota. It's a place that feels and tastes like home for many Venezuelans who fled their country's economic and political collapse. Now it's also a place to share anxiety over U.S. military operations off Venezuela's coast. For months, American forces have been bombing boats allegedly carrying drugs and more recently seizing oil tankers.
The possibility of an invasion is obviously a concern. We know it could lead to many deaths, chaos inside the country, and directly affect the population.
The government of Nicolás Maduro has seized on the threat, tightening its grip on dissent at home and abroad. In Bogotá, fears have deepened after 2 Venezuelan activists were wounded in targeted attacks.
Many of the people here were reluctant to talk on camera about these issues, fearing retaliation against their family members back in Venezuela. But off camera, they all shared a mix of hope about the possibility of change in their country and also deep concern of the consequences of a wider conflict.
Signals from Washington remain mixed. While the U.S. military presence in the Caribbean continues to grow, officials told the news agency Reuters that the White House is prioritizing economic pressure and the de facto quarantine of Venezuelan oil over direct military action. At the same time, Venezuela's government says it has released 99 prisoners detained after protests over the disputed 2024 election, framing the move as a gesture toward peace, even as it denounces what it calls U.S. aggression. Human rights organizations call the move insufficient, given that at least another 900 remain in prisons. Back at San Roque, some say they're not ready to bet the pressure will bring change.
At this point, after 10 years outside the country, expectations are not very high. For more than 20 years, there have been different opportunities, but none of them have materialized.
For now, many are focusing on daily life in exile, watching events back home with uncertainty and few clear answers. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera.
China has launched sweeping military exercises around Taiwan, simulating blockades and island seizures just days after a record U.S. arms sale to Taipei, sharpening already heightened cross-strait tensions.
Well, every year China is ramping up these drills, and what we're seeing now is the same pattern we've seen over recent years. So what this is a dress rehearsal for two things. One is a blockade of Taiwan with these 5 different sections on a map with live fire exercises going on all sides of the island, and the other is to prepare for an attack on that island from various approaches. We know all this because of the propaganda that's been released from the People's Liberation Army, along with these images of a shield with the Great Wall of China on it, and saying anyone who comes across this shield will be annihilated. So kind of blood-curdling stuff. And of course, this brings us to the political message in all this, and that is that the Chinese government wants people in Taiwan and the rest of the world to believe that this is all somehow or another inevitable in the long run, that one of these days Taiwan will be united with the mainland. The problem, of course, is that the vast majority of people in Taiwan have shown in opinion poll after opinion poll, in election after election, they don't want to be part of mainland China. They don't want to be ruled by Beijing. They like their democratic elections, their free press, their independent judiciary, and yet Beijing sees this self-governing island, the fact that it's out of Beijing's control, as something of a historical anomaly which will one day be sorted out one way or the other. And so that's the political message in all of this. And of course, these huge war games follow the biggest ever arms supply. Well, actually, it was a commercial activity, the biggest ever supply of weapons from the US to Taiwan a couple of weeks ago. And before that, Japan's Prime Minister saying that potentially, if mainland China ever moved to take Taiwan by force, that, well, she wouldn't rule out Japan being militarily involved. So it was already tense, and now we've got these huge war games going on, and no doubt that's going to increase this tension all over again.
After high-level talks in Florida, U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky touted progress toward ending the war in Ukraine, but acknowledged that sticking points remain on the path to peace.
At Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home, a tantalizing thought.
I really believe we're probably, Mr. President, by far closer than ever before.
A deal's not done, but President Zelensky thinks one is getting closer.
And we discussed all the aspects of the peace framework, which includes, and we have a great achievements, 20-point peace plan, 90% agreed, and US-Ukraine security guarantees, 100% agreed.
And talks about investment for Ukraine from a surprising source.
Russia's going to be helping. Russia wants to see Ukraine succeed.
Both leaders say there's more work to do. The trickiest points that remain are territory and security. Moscow currently controls around 75% of the Donetsk region and 99% of the neighbouring Luhansk region, known together as the Donbass. So far, Russia hasn't entertained withdrawing, but Presidents Trump and Zelensky are looking at a proposal to create a new free economic zone that would benefit Russia and Ukraine. In exchange, both countries would have to agree to withdraw their military.
I'm telling you, because you're in no position to dictate that.
10 months after this awkward scene in the Oval Office, the tone now is strikingly different. Crisis talks between Ukraine, Europe and the US appear to have soothed previous tensions. However much the US and Ukraine may agree today, what really matters now is what President Putin thinks. President Trump said he'd continue talks with Russia and Ukraine, and the world would soon know whether a deal could be done. Sean Daly, BBC News in Washington.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Stricter EU rules threaten Grenada's visa-free access over citizenship schemes. Child Protection Authority sounds alarm over rising trauma-linked challenges among children. And authorities await final classification in death of former Senator Neilon Franklin. In regional news, Venezuelans in Colombia on edge as the U.S. steps up pressure on Maduro. While internationally, China stages major military drills near Taiwan amid tensions over U.S. arms deal. And in sports, commentator Ian Bishop says Sammy's coaching future tied to West Indies T20 World Cup performance. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories, or you can like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.